God. Well, y'all know what time it is. Yes. It's time for the old and petty basketball wives. So, the episode began where it left off last time, where all the ladies, they are at Malaysia's wig party. Cece, she had just dropped the whole bomb that she asked everybody how the OG's party go. Y'all know Christian and OG, they fell out and didn't really get back on the right track. They just agreed to disagree and to stay away from each other's. And you know, Christian and Cece had got into it because Christian feels like Cece don't stand up for herself. Cece reading her be like, no sis, you just want me to say the things that you want to say to them because they came at you first before they came at me. Cece was not at OG's party when everything went down, so she was just asking a question, and they tried to flip this entire thing on Cece. So Cece and Jennifer got into it real bad. So Cece and Christian ended up walking out. Christian talking to Cece because Cece's over it. She's trying to walk off. Then here come Malaysia in her blonde hair, and they come out the door. And so then all the girls come out the door just for the mess, because basically Jennifer called the woman stupid, which is offensive to everybody. And she was just like, you know, you're supposed to have this degree and such, but you're so dumb and whoop to whoop. And Jennifer was really showing out. But Jennifer's weak sauce, and we know that. She knows that Filipino fish is not going to come at her about nothing. So that's why she feels so comfortable talking to Cece the way that she do. Because she knows she's not about that life, you know? And she's not either. But she knows that she's a little stronger than Cece, so she's picking on her. Oh, God. Tired and through. Bag of tricks. So, they were talking, and Christian telling Cece, you know, we're gonna end up falling out because you're not saying everything that you're saying to me. You need to be telling to them. I can't stick up for you, Christian. You wouldn't stick up for yourself either. You're coming at Cece, but you want to be a part of this crew so bad. You want to be in the Shawnee and Evelyn and Jennifer school so bad that, you know, you're willing to throw your friend / cousin by marriage under the bus, child. Like, it is crazy. Well, Cece will actually be her mother-in-law. Because Christian is married to the son and Cece is married to the father. And they both Malaysia's cousins. Malaysia's cousin is Cece's husband. His son is with Christian, and they're both married. So wouldn't that make yeah, that would Cece Christian, I don't know how you can sit there and disrespect your mother-in-law. Is that right, y'all? Is that Lady Christian's mother-in-law? Is it? Or are they all cousins? I don't know. Tell me in the comment section, child, how that whole thing worked. I don't know. But anyway, Christian's weak sauce. And, you know, Cece, I would get off this show if I were you. Don't these people watch these shows before they get on them? This is not some kind of positive show. You being a new girl, they're going to hate you. They're going to come at you. You know, it is what it is. Once they find a dig, or once they find something that upsets you, or you know, any kind of information on you, or insecurity, or anything like that, they're going to come at you about it. That's what they do. They do everybody like that. Which is why I say all the time, I could not do these kind of shows. You know, I would have to if it was my own show, I would consider doing a reality show if I had some kind of control over it. But these shows, these ensemble casts, that with people I don't know, and nope. You couldn't pay me enough. That's just nothing but drama and unnecessary mess that you didn't necessarily agree to get involved in. Like, people just coming at you left and right for no reason. It's a mess. I ain't got time. So they ended up walking off. Malaysia, she had a scene with Cece, and they were talking, and Malaysia says that she feels like that you are breaking up your friendship with Christian because you can't say what you really want to say to Jennifer and Evelyn. What? I don't understand how everybody just all of a sudden flipped on Cece. How was everything all of a sudden Cece's fault? They was the one that started the stuff with her about the happy endings and saying that she gives fellatio jobs after she pump Botox into people or whatever she do. Y'all was the ones that said that. I don't get it. I don't. Cece, you ain't got no help on the show, even your good old cousin, Malaysia, and so I would just let it go if I was you, sis. Just leave the show, because there's no just cause of it. What did Christian say that was so stupid to me? Okay, Jennifer called Cece dumb, pretty much stupid, and Christian gonna say to Cece, well, she just called you dumb, right? Then go back. Then why are you walking off? You go back in there and tell her why and convince her why you're not dumb. What? Somebody's insulting me. Why should I have to convince them of anything about me? Excuse me? Who are you? I can give a damn about you. I might get you told in that moment, but we ain't gonna be cool. Go back in there and defend yourself. She just called you stupid. That's so high school. That's so like, oh, she just talked about your mom. Your greasy grandma. Like, it's just so... Christian, you're weak. I like your baby hairs. But you're a mess. I don't know what to tell you, CC. I will leave the show because these girls are a mess. And they been a mess. You been a fan. So anyway, so Tammy, she's trying to change her life. Tammy meets up with Pastor John Gray and his wife, and they're talking, and she basically talked about how it's just always drama about these girls, and she also brought up the fact that Evelyn imitated her. Tammy will never admit this, but Tammy is really upset that her and Evelyn just can't be cool and can't be friends. Like, really. I definitely feel like there's still that, like, slight insecurity there. Even though Tammy is amazing and, has accomplished so much more than Evelyn has. I still feel like there's that little slight need of acceptance. The fact that Evelyn making fun of her didn't like just roll off her back. It's like she always has to find a way to take a dig in there at Evelyn, and she sometimes uses the other girls to do it. Like when Jackie and Evelyn was getting into it, Tammy gonna say in her confessionals that I'm team Jackie Christie if this gets physical. So basically you're saying that y'all were gonna jump Evelyn pretty much because Jennifer's not gonna jump in and help. So it's very interesting. But anyway, on the flip side, because I'm a Libra, I do understand what Tammy's coming from, and John Gray was just like, that's the highest form of flattery, child. It's like she been a fan, she's a rent-a-cop, and she was just like, yeah. She was like, wow, that's not the first time I've heard this. She was like, yeah. Tammy said something very important though in her confessionals. She was like, yeah, somebody who you pretty much deemed as beneath you is now doing better than you, about to get married, doing real well, and you sitting back looking at you. Look, This was supposed to be, you know, your life, but you know, sometimes karma hits us at the wrong times, at crazy times. Tammy stops by a clothing store in Malaysia, and Shawnee ended up showing up. Tammy she loves dropping bugs in people's ears. Tammy ended up telling Shawnee, look sis, this is a secret going around about you, but I just can't say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. Shawnee was just like, what is going on? She was like, a secret about me? What you mean? What you trying to say? Girl, I can't say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna let the person who told us tell you. Okay. Tammy also met up with Jackie. Same kind of situation. Girl, you know that tea about Shawnee, that rumor out there? I was like, what rumor, girl? Oh, that rumor, girl. It's like, ooh, yeah, girl. So Tammy arranged this whole thing for, well, actually, John Gray suggested that Tammy, by herself, John Gray suggested that Tammy, like, write down or meet up with all the girls and say something nice about all of them. Like, when somebody comes at you in a negative way, come at them in a positive way. Okay? But Tammy took it in her own mind. She flipped it and was just like, oh, well, you know, I'm not going to put the blame all on me. I'm not going to make this all about me. I believe that we all can say nice things about each other. So let me make this a group project, which it was just your project, Tammy. But, you know, we all know what Tammy was doing. So, Evelyn ended up finding out about the whole thing, that everybody's getting together and going to say something positive about each other. Evelyn, you know, she wasn't with it from the jump. She don't have much positive to say about Jackie Christie, of course. And she was just like, this ain't my gig. Like, I really don't know what the hell going on. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't say nothing positive about Jackie, Tammy, none of y'all. So it was just like, oh Lord, this is just gonna be a mess. They had a scene with OG and her boyfriend, and there's a disconnect there between them because they sat down. They went to I forgot what you call it, blow glass. You know, to make the, you know, things for the weed and all that child things. So they sat down for that, and you know, she was just like, look, we done been together 4 years. Are you gonna marry me or what? And he, you know, he really didn't have much to say. I don't know if her husband was intimidated by the cameras or he was just nervous, but she was just like, look, I love you a lot, and if we don't have kids or don't get married, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna break up with you, but I need to know. We've been together for 4 years. Like, how much more time you need? I need to know. The clock is ticking. Unfortunately, I don't think their relationship is going to work out. She seems too advanced for him, and he seems to be a little silly, a little, you know, childlike, and he still seems like he want to go out there and just play the field. So I don't think this is going to work out with OG and her man. But I could be wrong. Hopefully I am. You know, I like OG by herself. She's a strong woman. I like her by herself, but when she get with the other women, it's a mess. And once again, another bad wig choice. I don't know. So we get to the whole sit down. Everybody's there. Evelyn walked right on past Tammy. She hugged Malaysia. Malaysia and Tammy arrived first, then Jackie and Cece coming down the steps. Christian ended up showing up. She's not cool with Cece anymore like that. Everybody, Evelyn and Jennifer, they came in, then Shawnee. Everybody ended up showing up except for OG. I was like, why is OG not a part of this? Okay, whatever. Maybe she was doing something else. So it would have been interesting to see what positive she had to say about somebody. So what ended up happening was Shawnee, I think Shawnee went first, and she wanted to apologize to Malaysia because, you know, in the past Shawnee has said that Malaysia, you know, is basically don't fit in with her, not on her level, don't bring anything to the show, whoop to whoop, being hateful and nasty. But then she apologized. She was just like, I never gave you the fair shot, Malaysia, and I'm sorry. And they hugged. I think Malaysia said something nice about Tammy and whoop to whoop. Evelyn, she says that, you know, this is really hard for her. She don't really have nothing nice to say about anybody. But, you know, she's able to be cordial and be cool. Tammy also said something nice about Evelyn. She was like, you know, we have a lot of similarities, and that's maybe one of the reasons why we don't get along. Evelyn's just like, yeah, I feel you, but I'm just content with the people I don't want to be friends with. Jackie said, well, Evelyn, I got something positive to say about you. She says that I really like you, like, as a person. It's unfortunate, the whole thing that happened with Shanice. I think that you're a good mother to her. And, you know, I apologize because I really liked you. We were getting along, but, you know, it's unfortunate. I apologize for my my part in the whole ordeal that happened last season, which is really big of Jackie. So I can commend Jackie, but, you know, if Evelyn still want to be mad, let her be mad. Hell. So Shawnee, she wanted to address the elephant in the room, which, you know, we all know that it was going to get to that moment. Shawnee wanted to know what's going on because it obviously involves her. She asked Jackie, told Jackie to spill it. Jackie was just like, child, I ain't got nothing to do with it. If we're going to fall out because it is good, but I ain't got nothing to do with it. No, she said, oh, it's going to break my heart. You know, they all have that little kiss-ass spirit in them when it comes to Shawnee. So they're talking, and Tammy was just like, well, Jennifer told us something. I was like, what? Malaysia in her skirt, she got up and pulled Jennifer off to the side, child. I like Malaysia. Malaysia got up and pulled Jennifer to the side. She was just like, child, you know what they talking about. You know the whole thing with what happened with Evelyn or whatever. And Shawnee's ex. They kept saying Shawnee's ex, but we all know who Shawnee's ex was. It wasn't that little model boy that she was sleeping around with, child. He damn 21 or something. Side note, Shawnee, you need to get rid of that blue dress in your confessionals. You are not a high school student no more, sis. I don't know why your old ass had that on. It was too short. It was too revealing. It was too... No, sis. That wasn't for you. Your arms was like mines in the damn confessionals. You need to get rid of that dress. You need to get rid of that dress and get that dress to your daughters. Or somebody. Because that sparkly prom dress from 1999, you need to get rid of it, sis. That ain't for you no more. So anyway, Jennifer's just like, oh Lord. So she sat down. She was just like, so me and Tammy was talking one day. And Tammy's just like, I'm going to stop you right there. I know you're trying to cover your ass, but this ain't had nothing to do with me. You was the one that told me. Jennifer was like, oh, I heard it from somebody. It was just like, so what is it? Jennifer was like, me and Tammy had a conversation about Evelyn sleeping with your ex. Evelyn was just like, what? This involves me? What? What ex? And of course it's Shaquille O'Neal. So Evelyn was just like, what? Shawnee, this is crazy. Tammy and Jennifer ended up going back and forth about the whole thing. Jennifer's like, me and Evelyn never talked about this whole ordeal. Evelyn started to blame Tammy, saying that y'all have a personal vendetta against me because you don't like me. So you come, which they don't, but it's vice versa. So you're coming at me about something, you know, that I never did. Jennifer know everything about me. I would never do that to you, Shawnee. Shawnee's just sitting there quiet the whole time. Jackie made a comment talking about anytime Shawnee's nose start to flare up, that good old triangle nose, you know, the sis is upset. I hollered. I was like, that's petty. It was funny. And so, you know, everybody just sitting around looking, and it's getting heated. Evelyn started to cry, get emotional. Shawnee, I would never fucking do that to you. I would never do that to you. Because I told y'all how the order go, and who's the most important, and who put who where. The order is Shawnee. Shawnee's homegirl is Evelyn. Even before Jennifer and Tammy, it's Evelyn. I don't care what nobody say. Then I'm going to say Tammy. Only because Tammy brings the ratings. I don't even think Shawnee liked Tammy like that. But Tammy, you know, brings the ratings. And Tammy's the most entertaining. and probably the most consistent. So Tammy, then Jennifer, you know, she can bounce back and forth between the groups because she just, you know, a mess and fake like that. But they keep Jennifer in there because for the most part they like her, and Evelyn really likes her. And then it's Malaysia, and then it's Jackie, and then the other girls. That's how it is. So you know, how upsetting would it be if Shawnee's good home girl that used to get her at all the clubs, the girl that she really want to be, which is Evelyn, if she slept with Shaquille O'Neal. Apparently it's all alleged, it's just a rumor, whoop to whoop, but we're going to get more in detail with it next week. So it's just going to be very interesting, y'all. I don't feel bad for Shawnee at all. She's another one that I don't really like on the TV screen. I don't know her personally. I'm sure she's lovely in person. I'm saying from what I see on TV, don't like her. Y'all know I don't like Evelyn, so it's like whatever. But you know, you were still friends with Evelyn for all these years after she slept with Tammy's man, so now she slept with yours. So, but it's different since it's yours. Oh, you can mess with everybody else, you just can't mess with mine. Be fair, or just don't deal with it at all. Be fair all the way around, sis. I don't know. It's just alleged. I don't think that Tammy would be that Evelyn would do that. But once again, he's also an athlete. These athletes, these entertainers sleep with everybody because it's just right there in front of their face all day. You think these men just going to walk away? No. You sitting at home raising the kids in this big, beautiful house. You have the lifestyle. You have the fame. You know, he paying the bills. He taking care of you and the kids and everything else. The dogs, cats. Just sit at home and shut up. That's how a lot of these relationships are with these entertainers and athletes. Y'all know what it is. And a lot of women still stay, knowing that she's getting cheated on. Then when, you know, they asked about it, you know, when the shit hits the fan that he's actually cheated, you know, then here comes the show child. So I don't feel bad because it don't matter anyway because her and Shaq been broke up. So I wouldn't be surprised if Evelyn was one of the ladies that he messed with, you know, backstage after a game, behind the locker room. Who knows? That's what Evelyn was doing back in the 90s, early 2000s. We ain't gonna sit up and act like she weren't. Allegedly. Everything I say is alleged. I mean, it's not like she got any talent, child, to do nothing. So what else she gonna do? With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at ItsKingsWorld on Instagram and Twitter, at ItsKingsWorld89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook. All the good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. I love you so much, darling. Stay black. Stay tuned.